Let's start off on the equity front very briefly. Of course, the market seeing some traction today, a rise of just over 1.33% coming to the fore. What did you make of market activity?
Hi, Alishia. Thanks. Like you said, market actually moved up about 0.4%, closing at 25,410 points. On the gainers and the losers side, we saw a total of about 32 gainers and 27 losers, while the remaining stocks stayed flat. Looking at the market activity, we actually saw driver coming in from the banking sectoral analysis, which gained about 1.61 percentage points. I mean, this came from the back of yesterday. We actually saw the market closing in the green, and today we saw it moving up a bit on the inching up a bit on the close. We expect that this would actually continue to be some gains into the market coming into the week. We think investors will continue to look at stocks whereby they see some good values and continue to take some favorable investment decisions on the back of those.
Of course, on the currency front, that unit's holding at 154.90. What are you making of the kind of currency movement we're seeing right now, and what were the results of the central bank's FX auction?
On the currency bit, we've actually seen the Naira trading within a very interesting range. I mean, I think it's been on a stabilizing factor for quite a while now. On the central bank auction, we actually saw same percentage of unfilled demand coming in for this previous auctions that's happened for the last couple of weeks. About between 9 to 10% of the total demanded at the CBN window is now being filled, wasn't being filled by the CBN. But overall, we've seen some terms of lowering demand at that window, and that actually is what's kept the market within a particular range for now. We've seen a couple of oil inflows actually coming into the market also, so we've seen some liquidity pumps into the market. Generally, I would say post-election, we've seen Naira trading within a 50 kobo range, quite stable in terms of price action. We think we've seen some interesting close at certain days where the Naira actually closed below the effective CBN levels, which is quite a pointer for the market at this point in time.
Of course, all of this activity in Nwabueze is happening within a context where we've heard that government's in talks with Parliament over the country's 2011 budget proposal, and it expects to agree to an amended version with a narrow deficit, compared to what we've seen put forward by Parliament in March. What are you making of the developments on that front, very briefly?
Well, very interesting. The market actually is welcoming the news. The market welcomed the initial budget, where you saw a plan of some trimming in the deficit figure, and the desire to go back to the drawing table, looking at the figures and looking at the various aspects of the budget component, and trimming back as much as possible into the original plan that was announced by the president. It's quite a positive indicator for the economy. And looking at the expectation, we do not think the various negotiations would actually push it much further from what the initial budget submission by the presidency was.